to go. About time they know about me. Hello, jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jackson, first play, going to throw. It's caught. Beckham. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, lady, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Second down, here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Down the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Safety Reed Blankenship He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Forced out to his left.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 59 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Throwing is Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards to go, second down. Kamara up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 109 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
180. 180. We're good.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
From the gun, it's Hurts. On the move to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. 5, 97. 10.
Ritter looking to put it up right away.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
52 blaster. Hey, green. 6, mega.
Here's Ritter.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Field, black. Ready?
Ritter.
Flushed out right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Shot, 17.
First down, here's Ritter.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts on the receiving end from Desmond Ritter. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ritter
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
There he goes left side.
How about this? Alvin Kamara.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
82 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ritter to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Out to his left.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Okay, ready?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Steps away.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And it was caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Carr going to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he is going to have the Saints first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Right now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, now Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ritter from the gun.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr.
This throw nearly intercepted. The big D-lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
In motion right, Olave.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 19 yards away.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Here we go. 52 blaster.
3rd and long now. Ritter. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Ready up.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Ritter on the 4th down try. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ritter back to throw. And complete to Drake London.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3-3. Ready.
Here's Ritter.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down. Here's Ritter.
They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because...
fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us winning, yet they finding out. I be taking straight loss, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, so I'm dying about. No it cost to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of. Oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they consider they pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I'm here to still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the face, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity like bus and bus. Got too far and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, no